What's up, everyone? It's Jason, and welcome back to the channel. In this video, I want to go over a topic that I get hit up about quite a bit, and it's how to navigate the complexity of starting and working within the industry of events, and how I would basically redo my life if I was to lose it all and have to start over. So the scenario is this. I've lost all my gear, I've lost all my client base, I've moved to a new area, and I'm just starting out, fresh, knowing everything that I know now, but in a new location. No network, no following, no business, no advertising, no equipment. What do I do? Well, in this video, I want to tackle that in hopes of helping more of like the 101 level guys just getting started out, or guys just trying to figure out their way in this really complex industry to hopefully pay it forward based on everything that I've learned doing this now as a profession for greater than 15 years. And for those that are new to the channel, my name is Jason. I'm a performing DJ. I'm also the owner of a business that does a lot of amazing things and a lot of amazing locations. Like we're here today on site at a wedding, and I wanted to record this because someone literally just pinged my Instagram asking this. They see all the setups, they see all the things, and they're like, bro, it's so unobtainable for me. I can't imagine being lucky like you. And I do think that I am very lucky, but I really think it all stems from a lot of care and an incredible amount of hard work that has taken place in the shadows. So if you want anything in this world, I'm a firm believer that if you're willing to work for it, you can have anything at all that you want, whether it be a car, a house, a family, the biggest setups in the world. If that's what makes you happy, whatever it is, if you want it and you're willing to invest the time, the energy, and do the work, you could have anything in this world. So let's rewind. What do I do if I'm just starting out, knowing everything that I know now, rewinding time, not making mistakes, and trying to be as efficient and as effective as possible? So first and foremost, I would start with gear. I would probably find myself somehow, some way, $5,000 to $10,000 to get a controller set up, a basic microphone setup, a small DJ booth or a facade setup, and a more appropriate and affordable sound system, something like the Evox 12s or maybe the NLX 14s with like the AX 18s. I've done reviews on this stuff, all by RCF, just so I had something that could rock a lot of parties. Now, some people see the weddings that I do and they're like, oh, that must be awesome. But what you might not know is I came up doing nightlife stuff. I started working in the clubs, in the bars. I started doing general events more than anything. And it eventually dipped into the space of weddings as I found my niche, essentially people looking for excellence, people looking for nightlife styled experiences, but with the polish and organization and experience of like a professional wedding entertainer. Over time, I've refined my craft. I've built, and to this day, I still continue to refine my craft. And I look to do amazing things. I try to challenge people and inspire people to think bigger, to not settle, and to have a day that they're gonna be super proud of in the very end. So if I was to restart everything, what would I do? First and foremost, make sure that I had solid equipment that would be reliable enough to get me started, and also position properly so that in the future I could scale. I'd probably buy a Pioneer controller because I love the Pioneer controllers, even though I hate controllers entirely. But whatever it is that you play on, you just need to buy stuff that makes sense and is gonna last and is not gonna go down when you're trying to get your business and yourself and your reputation off the ground. The biggest thing here is I would make sure that everything was solid, organized, and thought through. I think that's like the biggest thing. And there's a lot of videos on the channel about that. After I had my gear and I had my computer, I'd probably start with like a BeatSource style subscription service so I had access to music. I'd probably dip into a pool like promo only and direct music service just so I had some cool edits and I could actually play what I had. I'd become a forever student and customer of music. I think that still to this day holds true, and I think as you do this and the more and longer you do this, the more you have to kind of look to different resources to get music. If I was trying to get myself off the ground, number two is I would look to partner with a company that already had their shit together. I'd look to work for someone else. I would work to learn from someone else, not with the ambition of going out on my own, but seeing if an infrastructure and a family and a collaborative situation like we have at SCE would make sense, not only for the owner of that business, me bringing value to the table, being willing to work, being someone that they can count on, and someone that is gonna be there to show up on time or early every time and to bring the fire every time I had an opportunity to play. In addition to that, if I couldn't make that happen, I had to do it all on my own, I would focus on number three, social media. I would make sure that I use my phone obnoxiously, and I would film and record and curate content everywhere. I'd focus in on one or two platforms like TikTok and Instagram specifically, and then as I started to build a network, a following, and I guess a brand there, I would expand to platforms like Facebook, and really from there. I think you can get your business off the ground just on social media alone, and if you're producing incredible content that has value and is engaging, I feel like you can build a following even without a website. Eventually you're gonna need that website, but not in the beginning. You can get work, you can get yourself situated, and you can get the buzz started around you just on social media. And check it out, if you start really crushing it in social media, you can actually work a ton without having anything going on in terms of like infrastructure or business support, at least for a good while. That would get you off the ground. Again, I would focus on one platform at first and maybe two, Instagram and TikTok and Instagram, and I would literally be recording and uploading videos every day. Me mixing at home, even if it was at home, mixing, transitions, offering tips, offering thoughts, talking about why I do what I do, anything about music, the lane, the niche that I wanted to double down on or focus in on. And whenever I started to strike fire, I would triple down on releasing content, trying to expand and grow and connect with everyone I possibly can. From there, I would then, the next number would be like build my network. I would want to be associated with professionals that work for my ideal couple, my ideal client, the types of events that I want to do. So if I wanted to focus on the nightlife stuff, I try to connect with people that work within the nightlife world. If I wanted to work in the world of private events, maybe I'd connect with some venues, some planners, some photographers, some cinematographers. You understand the point, right? Your network is your net worth, and that is gonna help you in so many ways. I would focus in on building authentic and real relationships with real professionals, not with the intention of them boosting you up, but I believe firmly that birds of a feather flock together, right? Like people help others, people do work with who they want to work with, who they like, and who they enjoy spending their time with. So I would build my network wherever I was, and that would be something that would be very easy for me, whether I was here, another country, in the South, in the middle of nowhere. I would figure that part out, and that would be a big part of my life. Outside of all of that, I would partner up with maybe like some type of initiative, resource, or platform. I would find a cause that I connected to, and I would try to navigate assisting in some way, shape, or form something, not with the goal of like per se building my business, but I would use my ninja skills to help others, because I believe firmly in this business, and that's probably why I still do all this content on this channel. When you pay it forward and when you help others, abundance and blessings make their way back into your space in some way, shape, or form. So I would spend my time using my craft, using my skills, using the limited equipment that I have to help build others. While I'm talking about equipment, I wouldn't go crazy investing in all the stuff. One thing that I would definitely do, and it kind of spawns off of this conversation with networking and having resources, is I would find a reliable, a credible, and I guess a solid production partner that could assist me if I started to weave my way into events, so that I could offer services that would maybe be beyond what I could technically afford at that time, whether it be spark fountains, whether it be wrap dance floors, whether it be photo booths. I would try to lean on others to make small percentage points, if you will, on services that could be entirely offered through me as a contract through them. I would work on my network, I would build my network out, and one of the key parts of that is lining with a reliable and super solid production resource to help me expand my capabilities, sound, lighting, and other enhancement style services, so that I have more to offer. I would go to them, I would record content with them, I would record pieces of content, and I would share it in different ways to hopefully strike the cord with people that were looking for those services in locations that I wanted to work in the area that I was in. It seems like a daunting and impossible uphill climb, and starting any new business in any industry is just that. It requires a lot of effort, it requires a lot of work, and it requires a ton of time and care. The money part is there too, but as you grow and the longer you do this, the more you're gonna have to invest to continue keeping wind in the sails and keeping your, path moving forward. The point of all this, it's not impossible, even if it seems like it is. There are things that you can do that are very, very low cost solutions that can allow you to build your brand, expand your network, and build out and talk to and touch people that are planning events that you could be doing via social media and via your network. I hope you find value in this, and I'd love to hear from you. Did I miss something to any of the pros, the OGs that watch my channel? If I did, please share it in the comments down below. And if you're a newbie here, please, if you got value from this video, like it, throw a comment publicly, or hit me up on Instagram at Jason Jani. Let me know that you enjoyed this video. If there's anything that comes to mind that I can assist you with, I can record a video on for you to help you get a little bit further, a little bit faster, and hopefully avoid pitfalls, crazy expenses, and just the loss of time and energy in your path. Please let me know how I can serve you, how I can help you, and how I can create content to support you. And I appreciate you sticking with me here. Anyway, I'd love to get your support here on the channel if you're new, and if you think this video would connect to someone anywhere that could use the help in some way, shape, or form, even if they've been in the business for a little while and they're just struggling, please consider sharing this video to them. Anyway, be on the lookout for more content coming right here to this channel in the days, weeks, and months ahead. We got a wedding to get started, so thanks for checking this out, and we'll see you real soon.